Hello everyone, myself I am Shruti, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Analysis and Chemistry at Sri Shanmuga College of Pharmacy. So in this video, I'm going to explain about the local anesthetics and classification, structure and synthesis involved in the local anesthetics. So let us begin with the basic definition of local anesthetics. So local anesthetic is a medication that causes a loss of sensation, including pain in a specific part of the body without causing any unconsciousness. This is different from general anesthesia, which affects the whole body and leads to unconsciousness. So local anesthetics are mainly used to remove pain during or after minor surgical procedures. So when applied along with the specific nerve pathways, they can also temporarily block the muscle function in that region. So next we move on to this classification of local anesthetics. So in this classification, it has been classified into two types based on the clinical use and according to the structures. So according to this clinical use, it has been subclassified into two types. One is surface anesthetics and second one is injectable anesthetics. So example for surface anesthetics are lidocaine, cocaine, tetracaine, benzocaine. These are the examples involved in surface anesthetics. And second type is injectable anesthetics. So injectable anesthetics has been subclassified into three types. So one is short acting and second one is intermediate acting and third one is long acting. So in short acting, example for short acting injectable anesthetics are procaine and chlorprocaine. So in intermediate acting injectable anesthetics, so examples involved in this lidocaine and bupivacaine. So third one is long acting. So long acting injectable anesthetics include tetracaine and dibucaine. So next type is according to the structures, it has been classified into two types. One is ester and second one is amide. So example for ester local anesthetic drugs are cocaine, procaine, chlorprocaine, benzocaine, tetracaine. So these are the examples of esters. And second classification type is amides. So example for amide or lignocaine, bupivacaine, rapavacaine. So these are the examples involved in the amides. So these are the classification involved in the local anesthetics. So now let us look at the types of local anesthesia. So first is surface anesthesia. So surface anesthesia, these are the drugs having good penetrating power and are applied on the skin or the mucous membranes. So it easily block the sensory nerve impulses on that area. So examples for surface anesthesia are benzocaine, cocaine and lidocaine. So second, infiltration anesthesia. Here the drug is injected to the tissues beneath the skin to reach the nerve endings. These are commonly used for suturing wounds and dental extractions. So procaine and lidocaine are the typical example for this type of anesthesia. So adrenaline is often used to produce vasoconstriction and prolong the drug's action at the site. Third one is nerve block anesthesia. So in this method, the anesthesia is injected near a nerve trunk or plexus. So it will produce the loss of sensation and muscle function in a specific region, such as shoulder or upper arm. So example for nerve block anesthesia include procaine, lidocaine, and bupivacaine. So fourth one is spinal anesthesia. So this type of anesthesia has been given in the spinal site. This involves in this spinal anesthesia. This injection is into the subarachnoid space around the spinal cord. So lidocaine and bupivacaine are commonly used for this purpose. So next is classification of local anesthetic is based on the derivatives. So first derivatives is benzoic acid derivatives and second one is amino benzoic acid derivatives and third one is lidocaine or anilide derivatives and fourth one is miscellaneous. So example for benzoic acid derivatives include cocaine, hexalkyne, cyclomethacaine. So these are the examples of benzoic acid derivatives and second one type is amino acid benzoic acid derivatives. So example for amino benzoic acid derivatives include benzocaine, butamine, procaine, butakaine, tetracaine. These are the examples involved in amino benzoic acid derivatives. And third one is anilide derivatives or lidocaine derivatives. So example for this type of derivatives include lignocaine, mepivacaine, procaine, and these are all the examples involved in anilide derivatives. So next type is miscellaneous. So miscellaneous or phenacaine, diaperdon. These are the examples on the miscellaneous. Now, the synthesis of benzocaine. Let us begin with the starting compound of toluene. So now let us begin with the starting compound of toluene. In this first step, the toluene undergoes the nitration using a mixture of concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid. This reaction reduces a nitro group into an aromatic ring, forming a para-nitrotoluene as a major product. So the next, the methyl side chain of the nitrotoluene is oxidized using a potassium permanganate. Using a potassium permanganate, this converts the methyl group into a carboxylic acid group. This converts the methyl group into a carboxylic acid group, producing a para-nitrobenzoic acid. So next third step, the para-nitrobenzoic acid undergoes an esterification. So esterification reaction with ethanol in the presence of sulfuric acid. In the presence of sulfuric acid, during this reaction, water is removed. So during this reaction, the water is removed as and ethyl ester is formed. And ethyl ester is formed, giving an ethyl para nitrobenzoate. So yielding a ethyl para nitrobenzoate. So finally, the nitro group is reduced. The nitro group is reduced using a tin and hydrochloric acid. Using a tin or hydrochloric acid, this reduction converts nitro group into a amino group, resulting as the final product of benzocaine. So these are the synthesis of benzocaine. So next, benzocaine is widely used as a surface local anesthetics to relieve pain in minor medical and dental procedures. So these are the uses involved in benzocaine. So thank you so much for watching this video. Remaining will be discussed in the next video. Thank you.